Hello, Chia. Ah! Put me down! Unhand me, father! It's a wonderful day today, and we're going to read some stuff that's definitely concerning today, as we do in every single episode. And let's get straight into it. Am I the a-hole for freaking out because my mother-in-law buzzed my son's head? Right, so immediately I'm going to say no. That's not okay. By the sounds of it, they didn't ask if they could do that first. So basically, for the past couple of months, my mother-in-law has been saying that she's going to cut my son's hair, and I clarified that she's not going to be cutting my son's hair because I've got a specific haircut that he wants. My son is 3 years old, and me and my husband both agreed that we enjoy his haircut. This isn't the first time that she's cut one of her grandchildren's hair either. 10 years ago, my nephew had a mohawk when he was a little kid, and she went behind my sister-in-law's back and cut his hair too. When my son came back on Sunday night after staying there for a couple of days, he had a buzz cut, and I flipped my and said, "Why would you cut my son's hair? I already told you that you're not allowed to, and right now I'm not speaking to her. I'd never take my kid's grandmother away, but I can't talk to her right now because I'm extremely upset. My husband is mad that I reacted in this way. Oh, okay, here we go. And it isn't a big deal, but it is to me. Yeah, it definitely kind of is a big deal. My husband also will not defend me against his mum. Ew, no, come on. I'm so sick of reading about partners that don't stand up for their partner. Currently, I'm wondering what to do or to say because I don't want to be rash, but I'm so mad." She also texted me this. "So-and-so, if you have a problem with me or my actions, you need to talk to me. Do not bring, I'm assuming, their partner in the middle. You're an adult, so please act like one when it comes to these matters. I'll be home the rest of the night and all day tomorrow." Yeah, wow, that's so infuriating. You've got every right in the world to be upset about this, OP. It's definitely so frustrating. It's 100% not okay to do stuff like that without asking. And then also on top of that, you've got a husband that doesn't even stand up for you. Oh, I can't even stand up to my own mum and support my partner. This sort of stuff is so pathetic, and we read about it all the time. Stand up for your partner, dude. Yeah, like the top comment says, "I'll tell both to F off." It is a big deal. That's your child. Even your husband doesn't have the right to tell you that that's okay for his mother to do this. If you, the mother, had said it's not okay, tell him to stop being a mama's boy or go move back home with his mummy. And OP said, "I did tell him that actually." And like this comment says, "Not the a-hole, it's not about the hair. It's about respecting boundaries, and mother-in-law clearly doesn't know how to do that." Yeah, oh no, it's not a big deal. Yeah, but it's not all about the hair. Like that comment said, it's about the respect of boundaries and how the mother-in-law doesn't give a damn about what OP has to say. And then to add on top of it, the husband doesn't even stand up for his partner. That is so lame. And the comment below that too, "Not the a-hole for being angry, but you've got a husband issue. He needs to support you and deal with his mum." As you can see behind me, little baby Chia is sitting there. Wait, where'd she go? She's such a little beautiful honey. Hello, Chia. Ah! Put me down! Unhand me, father. Chia, how you doing? She's doing good. She says hi, everybody. She said, "Hi, hello, look at my little white mittens." Also, I made sure you could see Blathers in the background there. And while I'm at it, I might as well show you this too. Look at this little fella. It's Gollum. So cute. But also terrifying at the same time. A lot like the stuff that we read every day. But yeah, back to the post. You're definitely not the a-hole. Like, of course you're not. I can't stand partners who don't stand up for their partners. Get rid of him, OP. And also, OP has another post here that really adds to that. It says, "Am I the a-hole for wanting a divorce?" So in another subreddit, I posted about how my mother-in-law buzzed my son's mullet off without permission, and my husband isn't defending or supporting me, but that's the tip of the iceberg. For the past couple of years, he's had an intense you-know-what addiction, and it's gotten worse. I've tried to do it with him more like daily, helped him find counseling, but he doesn't like it, and blatantly blocked it off his phone. Anything to save my marriage because him watching it is affecting our bedroom life. Well, over the past year, it's gotten worse. In the past couple of months, I caught him taking photos of my sister in the bathroom. Not naked, but creepy. He looks up girls he went to high school with consistently and stays on their profiles for a while. He snapped my sister saying, "Send nudes," and apparently my sister caught him spying on it in the shower. Oh my god. I've tried for years to help him and he hasn't tried. I don't think I deserve this. No, of course you don't. Is getting a divorce wrong at this point? No, it's the only option. I'm only 23 and he's 26 and have 2 kids. We've been together for 6 years and I don't want to lose all of it, but I don't think there's anything I could do. Also, when I bring up divorce, he just says no. And when I confront confront him about what he's done wrong, he mocks me or gets defensive. Ew. Like, there's so much more, but this is a small version of what he's done. I wanted to help him because I don't believe in separation before trying to fix it, because he does have a good heart, but I don't think he wants to be fixed. And on top of all of that, he's not standing up to his mum when you are completely in the right. Like, there were red flags in the other post, let alone that. Like, the top comment says, not the a-hole, girl, run. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. That's so bad. And like, it was already bad in the other post. Yeah, run, OP. Get the hell out of there. Yeah, once again, I feel like we need a kitty cat break. Nez, can you come over here? Oh, Chi is in the background. I didn't even realize. Nez, or aka Neddy or Ned Flanders, is back again, and she's looking very cute. Oh, hello, put me down, please. I love that the cats are a part of the episodes as well. Now I feel like we can move on. Okay, the next one says, am I the a-hole? I choose my family. My parents always choose my brother. It's been like this my entire life. As a child, I never put them in the position to choose. That kept the peace and also didn't make me feel like about myself. I am the dependable child. I show up and I always do the right thing. This is where things get tricky though. My brother married into an awful family, extremely entitled, snobby, and very mean. They've always hosted Thanksgiving, and it's been something that my husband and I just go along with, really to keep my parents happy. The last two Thanksgivings, my sister-in-law's father has been incredibly mean to my 5-year-old, to the point where I reached out the other day after Thanksgiving saying, if this continues, we'll no longer be celebrating holidays with them at all. We have seen them since and it's been fine, but it's never been in their home, and that's when the father's comfortable enough to be mean. That's so terrible. Imagine being a grown-ass man making fun of a 5-year-old. What the hell are you doing? This Thanksgiving, my husband and I decided to plan a local trip for our family. We invite my parents and my brother's family. They all love the idea, but they decline. Since my brother declined, my parents said that they can't pick between families, and of course they picked my brothers. I expected it, and I'm not even mad about it. My husband and I booked our trip anyway. We're not gonna subject our children to a toxic Thanksgiving. Well, today I got the group text message about Thanksgiving plans. I sent a very friendly text back saying that we'll be out of town, and now everybody's upset at me and blindsided. Although we've been discussing it for months, they thought because they declined the trip that we're not gonna go on it. We are. Am I the a-hole? No, of course you're not the a-hole, OP. Keep doing stuff like this. Screw the rude and toxic and awful family. Spend less and less and less time around them, OP. No, you're 100% doing the right thing here, OP. Don't subject your kids to this, and don't subject them to it in the future either. Like, you have to be one massive a-hole to make fun of a 5-year-old. The top comment says, not the a-hole. Enjoy your excursion. Soak in the peace. Yeah, make your child, you and your hubby a priority. Remember, them choosing him repeatedly really has nothing to do with you, but rather who they are. Thrive, OP. And also, like this comment says, not the a-hole. If they thought you were going to go with them after they declined, they don't value your opinion or space. Yeah, that's such a good point. Yeah, the family are a-holes, and it's so obvious. Yeah, and also this comment too, not the a-hole. You're taking care of yourself and your own family. They're probably surprised that you've grown a shiny new spine and aren't letting them dictate and ruin the holiday for you anymore with their toxicity. This kind of person doesn't know what to do with themselves when they can't bust through boundaries. Yeah, that's so true. OP said, you are spot on. My parents were so thrown off that my mum started talking about a cancer scare. The conversation was stopped really fast to discuss the possible cancer situation. She's negative. It was very odd. The comment below that says, my parents were so thrown off that my mum started talking about a cancer scare. Ah, the not so subtle guilt trip. Yeah, by the sounds of it, the family sucks, but you don't, OP. You're definitely not the a-hole. And yeah, do more stuff like this in the future. The next one says, I told my daughters that I was moving on with the separation anyway. I found out that my husband cheated on me when I was pregnant. Oh God. Both of the times. Oh, even worse. I only found out 3 months ago, and until then we were a very happy family, and my husband is a great dad. Our daughters are 14 and 16. They know the reason we're getting a divorce, and that he had 2 affairs with 2 different women, but not all the details. They're opposed to the idea of divorce anyway, and they threatened to never see me again if I went through with it because the offense happened so long ago. I understand that they don't want change in their lives in upheaval. I know all of that, but I just can't be with him anymore. I can't even look at him. Nothing's working. Therapy's not working, and they're adamant about never seeing me again. I haven't seen them in 2 months. This is so sad. Why are they being like this, OP? We rent a small studio apartment now, and we live every other week in the house with the girls, and the other lives in the studio apartment. The girls refuse to stay with me at the house during my weeks, but they stay in the studio with my husband. Therapist said not to change the arrangement anyway because I thought maybe I should stay in the studio permanently, so they've got more room to live. We bought our house in 2003, and it's quadrupled in value, so we're going to be able to have 2 decent homes, even if not as big and beautiful as this one. But it's not like they'll be living in bad conditions. Before all of this, they were close to both both of us and loved us equally. Now they only love him. What is he telling them, OP? And you said there that they know that he cheated and they're still treating you like this? Why aren't they angry at him for cheating? Last week they made it clear that if I filed for divorce, they'll never see me again. I said that I was never going back to him, and they said that I made my choice and they'll never see me again. Like, no offense, OP, but are your kids morons? What an awful situation. Your husband cheats on you, and then your own children side with him. Yuck. The top comment says, not the a-hole. Teenagers are stubborn and they think they can force your hand. If you give into this, you'll be setting an example that it's okay to submit to abusive or unfaithful relationships if somebody applies pressure. Not something girls should be learning as the norm. Tell them that in their life, if they ever need to walk out to protect themselves, you'll support them. And it's a shame they don't feel the same, but it won't change your intention to do the right thing. Yeah, like the comment below that says, I'm worried about what he's saying to them when OP isn't around. Yeah, what is he telling them, OP? Because this doesn't make any sense. You're not the one creating a problem here. Your husband bloody cheated on you. And your own children don't even sympathize with that at all. They think you're the bad guy. That's ridiculous. This comment says, not the a-hole, they're young and scared, which equals poor decisions. They understand that their dad did something bad, but in child logic, you're the one causing the problem because you're the one who wants to change stuff. It sucks and it's unfair. Hopefully they'll figure out with therapy sooner rather than later. But no matter what happens, you're not the a-hole. You're not doing anything wrong. Yeah, like the comment below that says, you're actually being a good role model to your daughter to not accept men behaving like this towards you. It's hard for them, of course, when it's their own dad. Yeah, and also, if he's enough of a piece of crap to cheat on OP twice, 2 separate affairs, I'm sure he's enough of a piece of crap to badmouth OP to everybody, including OP's children. I've got no doubt in the world that he's saying bad stuff about OP. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, the next one that we're going to read is called, Am I the gay hole for refusing to let my neighbor take back the dog that they abandoned? I, 28 female, live in a pretty quiet neighborhood and I've always loved animals. About 6 months ago, my next door neighbors Mark and Julie moved out of their house and they completely abandoned their dog Buddy, a 4-year-old golden retriever. They didn't say a word about it. They just left him tied up in the backyard with a bag of food and water. Oh my God. When I realized what had happened, I was so furious. Who leaves a dog behind like that? I immediately took Buddy in and I made sure that he was safe and fed. Over the next few days, I tried contacting Mark and Julie to find out what was going on. They ignored all of my calls and texts, so I figured they didn't care and they'd intentionally left Buddy behind. I ended up deciding to keep him. Buddy's the sweetest dog that I've ever met and he quickly became a huge part of my life. I took him to the vet, I got him vaccinated and I made sure that he was healthy. It's been 6 months now and he's like family to me. He's happy, healthy and living his best life. Then last week, Mark randomly showed up at my door saying they wanted Buddy back. Apparently they had some personal issues and they had to leave town quickly, but now that things had settled, they were ready to bring him home. Oh my God, get out of here. He would have died. I was so shocked. I told Mark there was no way that I was giving Buddy back after they abandoned him for 6 months without any contact. Mark got really defensive, saying that Buddy was their dog and I'd stolen him. He accused me of taking advantage of their situation and guilt-tripped me by saying that he and Julie had just been going through a tough time and needed a fresh start. He claimed that Buddy was better off with them since he's their dog and they'd raised him for years. I told him straight up that Buddy was staying with me. If they cared so much about him, they wouldn't have left him behind like he was nothing. I reminded him that I'd spent time and money taking care of Buddy when they couldn't be bothered to even let me know what was going on. I told him that Buddy has a new home now and that I wasn't about to uproot him just because they suddenly decided they wanted to play the responsible pet owners once again when they felt like it. Now Mark and Julie are furious. They've been going around the neighborhood telling people I stole their dog and that I'm a terrible person for not giving him back. FYI, they're living in a hotel and they'll leave sometime this week. I feel like I'm doing the right thing by keeping Buddy, but am I the gay hole? OP, the poor dog would have died. Mark and Julie are absolutely out of their mind and it's disgusting that they left their dog like that. Their dog was never going to survive without you, OP. The top comment says, not the a-hole. Tell anybody who comes to you with this nonsense that the dog would have died, chained up in the backyard if you hadn't rescued it, and that you're now planning to report them to animal welfare as they've acknowledged that they left the dog there unattended, having given no notice to anybody, intentionally. You don't have to actually report them, but everybody else needs to know that they left the dog to die, and that there are consequences for that. OP said there are witnesses to the abandonment. Our neighborhood likes to gossip, and everybody pretty much knew that Buddy had been abandoned within 48 hours, and my other immediate neighbors have seen him in that situation too, so there's no chance the ex-neighbor will be escalating. Well, yeah, that's good. But yeah, of course you're not the a-hole, OP. You did an amazing job. Like, how amazing that you were there to look after the dog. Imagine if you weren't there. The poor dog would have just died in the backyard. This comment says, not the a-hole. They abandoned Buddy for 6 whole months, and they ignored your attempts to communicate with them. They left him tied up and didn't come back for 6 months. You didn't steal Buddy. You literally saved saved his life. Yeah, in no universe are you the a-hole here, OP. And the audacity of Mark and Julie. That's so gross. The next one that we're going to read is called Lady Spam, and it's on the Entitled People subreddit. I used to have this customer whose name rhymed with spam. She insisted that only a manager could make her food since she is royalty. This woman always came in wearing jorts and one of those wolf shirts that you frequently see at Walmart. Nothing wrong with that, but it sure doesn't scream royalty. He was off one day when she came in and she wanted me to call him at home to come and make her food. I told her I wouldn't be doing that. When she turned red and said, I'm royalty in so-and-so, I simply told her I've never heard of it and she should come back tomorrow when he's here. Since I'm not qualified to make her food, she was stunned. Why is it so fun to trigger people like this? Yeah, like the top comment says, she sounds like a royal pain in the ass. Yeah, what do you mean? I'm royalty. Yeah, I feel like that's enough for today. That was such a fun episode. I've got a super cute, wholesome meme to show you guys. This next song is about the complexities of trust and betrayal, and it's called Why Is My Bowl Still Empty, Janice? That's so beautiful. The complexities of trust and betrayal. I looked at my food bowl and it was empty. That's a horrible experience that I wouldn't wish on anybody. That's so funny. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time today. That was such an unbelievable episode. I'm a little bit shocked after what we've read today. And yeah, if you had a good time today, make sure you let me know down below in the comments, and also subscribe if you want to. And the comment of the day today goes to Lizzie. Suggestion: one of the cats sitting in front of the microphone, and then you read a post, and then we can pretend that Vincey has turned into a majestic fuzzy beast. Wow, that would be so funny if I could get the cats to stay in front of the microphone. Maybe I could put some cat food like on the microphone or something. Maybe I could figure that out. That would be so funny. Like, oh my god, look at me. I'm a kitty cat. How beautiful. I wish I could turn into one of the cats. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you for the support, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!